So welcome again. So we'll continue with these command line arguments. I will give another example where we try to add these two numbers. Add two numbers. Add two numbers, or maybe we can add more numbers also. We can add more numbers also. We'll try to add numbers by just giving a command. By just giving the command. Let me just type it. Include stdio.h. Let me increase the font size. stdio.h main. Within this main, so we have to give these arguments. What are the arguments? The first argument is integer, say rc, and integer argv, star of argv. Star of argv. Okay, these are the two arguments. Now, what I am trying to do? I am trying to add the numbers. Where are the numbers? Where are the numbers? The numbers will be part of this argv only. Let me save it. Let me save it and let me call it as, say, sum. Save it. Then downloads. Let me call the function itself as sum.c. Okay, sum.c. Okay. So here I can use probably the same name, sum. So integer, say some I is there, and say someone, let me call it as someone which is initialized to 0. It is better you always initialize the variables. Whenever you want to add something, it is better you initialize the variables. So because it varies from compiler to compiler, sometimes they will be automatically initialized. They will not be initialized, particularly if they are auto variables. If you don't specify any storage class, they will be auto variables and they will not be initialized. You will get unpredictable results. So someone, let it be. So what we are going to do, say the for I equal to 1, I less than argc plus of I. So I equal to 1, we are starting from I equal to 1, because if I equal to 0, argv of 0 is argv of 0 is nothing but the command itself. So we will try to avoid it. Because that is not a number we don't want to add. Now what we can do, someone equal to someone plus argv of I. If we just write argv of I, so because these are array of pointers, each pointer is pointing to a string actually. Each pointer is actually a string. So we have to use one function called as a to I, which converts string to integer. So this I have done, and say after adding printf the sum of the numbers, or instead of writing this message, we'll directly print %d someone, %d someone. Okay, %d someone. So let me check. Build. Compilation finished successfully. Okay, no problem. So let me execute. Okay, exe is created. Remember, exe is created, and we'll go to the command prompt. So what I am going to do again is, so the sum is created here, application. So we have to complete the, we have to type the complete path when we are trying to execute on the command line. So to avoid it, I will just copy it and directly paste it in the C drive directly, so that we can directly execute. We are not bothered about the path, etc. We'll go there and execute. Okay, sum is there now. Sum is the exe. So we go to the command prompt. We go to the command prompt. So you can just type cd slash to go to the C drive. So to the, you can say the root, something like a root. Now you can see here. So where is that? C drive. Here you can see sum is created. You can see the size. You can see the size. And you can see the size of this C files. C files are very small in size. So exe is large in size. Remember, all the library related routines, etc., will be added. So the code size will be more. Whenever you create the exe, the size will increase. But anyhow, what is the name? Command. Command is the name of the program. So it is sum. So I will write, say, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 10. You can see 10 is printed. Is it correct? It is correct. So 10 is printed. Like this, you can create the commands. Like this, you can create the commands. This is more appropriate example. So more appropriate example. You can try another one. You can try another one. So what you try is say using command line, implement command lines, implement the copy routine. So what it does, copies contents of one file to another file. You can try this one. Little complicated, but appropriate program. The first one we discussed, command line argument, that is only for information. So this one, though it is simple, it conveys the information. Creating commands. Okay, you can create commands like this. So now you try this one. Copies contents of one file to another file. Okay. So this is regarding the command line arguments. We'll discuss other programming examples.